You don't have to know anything about the court system. You don't have to know anything about policies and procedures with DHHS. We will teach you all of that, okay? What we do ask of our volunteers when they first start is that they give me 30 hours of training time, okay? That training time is broken up into weeks, usually about 5 is what we try to shoot for, but life happens, right? 1 week your kid might be sick and we might have to change that date, all right? But whatever works for your schedule, I'm flexible, okay? Because again, when you're volunteering your time with these children and with these families, it's on your time, outside of work, outside of family time, okay? When you're available. What we do ask when you are appointed to cases is that you give 10 hours a month, 10 hours a month to these cases, okay? Now, to be involved with a case, what you're doing on those cases, you're going to court with these children. You're going to home visits with these children and these families. There might be home visits where there's DHHS workers there. There might be home visits where support workers are there. Maybe it might be family support workers, might be foster care support workers, right? But in those visits, you're finding out everything you can about what's happening with that family and how we can best help them, right? What resources can we give them so that they are successful, right? When you're in training, I talk about it being a big puzzle, right? We've got all these pieces, we've got all these community partners that can come together, wrap around services. You guys hear that a lot in nonprofit world. Wraparound services. If we can wrap our services around these families and stop those cycles, are they going to come back into the system? Probably not. Okay. Just a little bit stat on that. Since 2019, when Erin Howe, our executive director, took over, we have had 1 case returned. Right? Now, in the big scheme of things, we have about 200 cases go through our office every year. Okay? To have 1 case returned since 2019 is amazing, okay? We want to keep it that way, all right? So a little bit about what we've done in the last couple years. So last year, CASA served about 130 children, okay? 47 of them were served by CASA volunteers. The rest of them are served by staff, okay? We're going to those 70 kids. We're going to those home visits. We're going to those family team meetings. We're going to court with them, okay? We're inserting our lives into those families' lives to find out what's best interest for them, because a lot of times, again, because we don't have many volunteers, we need lots more. We have to choose which one's the worst, which we don't want to do that. We don't want to say, hey, little Susie and little Johnny, because your family isn't going through mental health crisis right now, we can't help you, okay? When we want to be there for them. So Ellie and I, we take on those cases and we work those cases. We do have a couple of older volunteers that have been with us 20 plus years that also help us out on those cases. So again, we are always needing CASA volunteers. Just a little bit. So last year, our physical year is July to June. And last year we had 50 children find permanency. Okay, that's big, right? That's not only going home, but that's being out of the court system, okay? Whether that was aging out, whether that was finding an adoptive placement, whether that was returning home, okay? So, a little bit about some things that we have in our other programs that we have in our wheelhouse. We have our Cases for CASA Kids program, and that provides the first 5 days of essential items to children being removed from the home. Because as some of you may know, these children sometimes don't get to take anything with them. They're walking out with that trash bag, okay? Where here at CASA, we give them a bag. We give them clothes. We give them a nightlight if they, maybe at home their parent always leaves the nightlight on. Are they going to be forthcoming with that adoptive placement and saying, hey, I don't know you, but my mom leaves the light on because I'm really scared of the dark, right? Sometimes that doesn't happen. Those kids are shy. They don't know what's going on. So do they want to ask those parents, do they want to ask those foster parents that? Not really, okay? Some of the times there's also snacks in our Cases for CASA Kids bag. Because again, as we know, there's a lot of food insecurities, right? Some of these kids may not have eaten since lunch at school, and they're being removed at 2 a.m. Their tummy's growling, right? Is that the department's job to make sure that that kid gets food out of their own pocket? No, no. So we want to help them, okay? We also have a travel bag that our CASAs are allowed to take with them. They can pick out lots of different things to get to know that child, build those relationships with those kids. In the box, you'll see there's actually, well, I guess you can't see it, but there's some like puzzle things, 3D puzzles. If the child wants to keep that puzzle, they put it together with you and they want to keep it, let them keep it. We don't need it back. It's okay. Alrighty. We also have in the back room, and you guys are more than welcome to take a look at that if you want to go open the doors up and turn the lights on. There is one room that has gifts and toiletries. It's kind of our catch-all room. And then the back room, you're more than welcome again. Please don't mind the mess, but you're welcome to take a look. That has a lot of our blankets that we give to kids. We give them quilts. We have animals. This is a recordable animal. We've had them for quite some time, but children are able to ask for these, and parents or somebody that's really important to them can record an appropriate recording, okay? And then the children can have it. You guys are more than welcome to take a look at or take a listen to this one because there is a little recording on it for you.